boy entered the bus in Zambia holding his mother's hand. He wore a dark blue dress shirt, fraying at the cuffs and at the collar, dusty black shoes with no socks, and ripped black jeans, probably handed down. The other passenger stared out the window. He stared at his shiny new belt buckle, constantly fidgeting with the buckle. When he stood, I saw that the belt wrapped once around his waist, and then almost again. Holes had been punched in the leather to shrink the size to fit his small frame. This was a belt meant to last many years, and the boy's cherished possession. He was lucky, well off even by Zambian standards. His mother could afford a belt and a ticket on the bus. Most of his countrymen weren't as fortunate. We left the upscale hotels and safari lodges in Botswana and South Africa and ventured into Zambia and Malawi overland. They're some of the poorest countries we've seen on the trip, and we've seen many, including Cambodia and Syria, parts of Bulgaria, Indonesia, slums in Brazil, Russia, Thailand. In fact, if you limited me to just one adjective to describe this world, I'd use poor. A friend emailed me during our stop in Cambodia. He wanted to know if the country was suitable for children. Absolutely, I responded, feeling it's always beneficial for kids to see their counterparts playing happily in front of one-room, tin-roof shacks. They could learn a lot from the poor, and so could their parents. I know that I have. They'd learn that a cold shower is better than no shower. They'd know what it's like to laugh and to cry at the same time after a group of smiling, malnourished kids hugs your knee. They'd understand that the world isn't full of double espresso lattes with powdered milk and boiled water. Ironic, but ask for a coffee in a country famous for its coffee, Colombia or Indonesia, for example, you'll probably receive instant. The good news goes straight to Starbucks. They'd see that the toughest stares can usually be melted away with a wave or a thumbs up sign. They'd see that in most of the world, children don't tease each other as much about their clothes, and adults don't nitpick a friend's wardrobe. Just having clothes far outweighs irrelevancies like color clashes or seasonal choices. The old man with the whole-filled sports coat worn on a 90-degree day isn't trying to be fashionable. It's probably the only thing he owns. They've learned that most third world citizens view employment as gold, and they'd rarely hear somebody use the words, "not my job." They'd understand why people around the third world don't become as angry when a car breaks down or a village loses power. They know that they're privileged to have them. They'd see that offers of food or drink are rarely refused, even if the food is half eaten or removed from its wrapper. It's never considered impolite to offer nourishment. They know what it's like to give away all the money in your pockets during a city stroll and still feel absolutely awful realizing you've forgotten one penniless little girl. They'd experience a new type of humor. I asked a van driver directions to a hotel in Lusaka, Zambia. Up there, he says. I'll take you for 100 kwacha. Up there, I said, that's 2 houses away. He said, okay, no problem. He says, you can walk for only 500 kwacha. They'd understand the constant struggle to stay clean in streets without pavement and feet without shoes. They'd recognize that poverty doesn't automatically equate to unhappiness. Some of the biggest smiles we've seen have been in areas where people have the least. They'd learn to be more comfortable seeing global brothers and sisters with heavily calloused feet and soiled clothes, with eyes glazed and bellies misshapen from lack of food, with uncombed hair and in need of a bath. They'd become more comfortable amid poverty, yet more inspired to do something about it. They'd see that poor communities aren't all worlds. There's an energy, there's a camaraderie uncommon in Western cities. You ask a specific cab driver or salesman, ask for a specific cab driver or a salesman, and his competitors will know his location and will help you track him down. There's also an amplified spirituality, along with packed churches, temples, mosques. With shorter lifespans and fewer material distractions, those in the third world spend far more time focusing on faith. Like the cab driver in Zambia who told us he was a Christian before he told us his name. Or the carpet salesman in Turkey who came to our inn to drop off a Quran. Mosques, churches, and temples are not only packed on religious days, they serve as town centers, as gathering places for the rest of the week. But they'd know that their mother was right, that there are people starving in Africa. Eat your vegetables.